Hi everybody, I need to finish my Kendra's Card Challenge 18 cards and also have a little bit of happy mail to share today. So I'm just going to jump into the cards. This is sketch 13. There. And I've been pretty busy in my craft room. I think I told y'all I got some new storage units. And I had ordered 2 cabinets and a did I cut this correctly? I don't know, but we're going to go with that anyway. Ordered 2 cabinets and a big Kallax unit. It's like a 16 cube one. Thing is huge. And it's great. But my craft room is pretty much a wreck at the moment. You know, I'm wondering if I should, this is so plain. This is how this is going to look, pretty much. And I'm wondering, I'm going to run this through my machine and emboss it. But anyway, my entire craft room is discombobulated. When I got the Kallax and one of the cabinets, and then the second something happened. They said it was either damaged or missing from the order. So it came, I want to say a week later. And I just got it put together today. It just about killed me. I'm getting too old for that nonsense. Oh, good grief. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, this is the one I wanted. I'm using one of my Spellbinders embossing folders. This is called Meandering Floral. You can see it with all the glare. So my other, this is wrong. So trying to say, my next door neighbor helped me with the other cabinet, and I must be putting the wrong sandwich together here. And of course, that's not the one with the instructions. And I have my platform upside down to me. Okay. Well, that's how I have it. Why is this not wanting to go through? Here it goes. But he's been working all week, and I just didn't want to bug him. So there's the floral. It's lovely. So I'm going to put this on here. And it took me a while. I had to take frequent breaks. I can't get down in the floor anymore, so I had to... I have an old ottoman. I had to pull it out. And sit on it. So, but in IKEA, they just give you picture instructions. There isn't any written instructions. So I made sure I looked at everything about 4 times before I put anything together. And it actually went smoothly. I didn't make any boo-boos. No, this was supposed to go underneath. Can I get this? Oh, I can get it up. Okay. See, I didn't read the instructions 4 times there. And I meant to put it together yesterday. We had off Juneteenth. So I just took Friday as a I took one of my vacation days for yesterday, and I meant to get the cabinet put together yesterday, but I did not. I didn't do much of anything yesterday. Let's see, let's try to get those kind of lined up here. So yesterday was just kind of a lazy day. Oh. And I have kind of rearranged some stuff in here. So I had to look around for my paper trimmer. Now this calls for this to be the same size as your card base, but I don't know if I like that. I might want a little border. On here. Yeah, I think okay. And why is that? $5.5 by 4.25. I thought this did this at 5.5. Oh no. Dolt. Okay. So we are going to cut this down. Because I didn't cut this panel correctly. There, that gives a teeny tiny border. And that was cut. Really bad. Can you see how that was a bad cut on that paper? I'll have to trim that down a teeny bit. So let me grab another one. It's a good thing I have more than one panel or base. Okay, here we go. Can I glue this down without making a boo-boo? We shall find out. Also having, so the way I had originally envisioned all these storage cabinets, I was not able to do because I forgot about the new HVAC, the returns are in the way of where I wanted to put it. You have to be able to pull them up to change the filters. And then I thought I was going to have to put one of the cabinets back in that it wouldn't fit in here. I was going to have to just stick it back in the guest bedroom. But I moved my old cube storage, and that took like half a day for me to take everything out of it and unscrew. And then my husband had to go to the hardware store and get me an anchor because none of the ones I had were the correct size. But I did get that done. So that was Thursday. And that was a good bit of work. And now we're moving on to 14. I don't know if I'm going to put any sentiments on these or not because I have such a stash of like birthdays and thank yous and various things. So I may leave these blank. And I had thought to use this, but I have this fussy cut oval that I was going to use on a card from this paper pack. I was going to use it on something else, and I think I'm going to use it on this card. So, yeah, it's got a sentiment, but that's fine. Now, let me see. I like it when I don't cut things exactly correct. I don't know why that one's a weird size. That is supposed to be 4 inches. So let's see. That's less than 4 inches. And these need to be the same. So, you know something? Let me see if I have a scrap of this green paper. I don't know how that is my usual accuracy in cutting. So let's look in here. That is some of the thin paper I got from Cardstock Warehouse. Oh. And this lapel mic is giving me problems here. So I don't know if I have here's a piece of that scrap. Is it 4 inches? Yes. So there's 1 inch by 4 inches. Okay. Don't. That's the pattern paper size, not the mat size, for heaven's sake. Okay. What did I say? Actually, there we go. That should be the right size now. Good Lord. Like a gerbil. Okay. Good Lord. It takes me forever, but I did finally get a piece that's the right size. So, oh, back to storage. I got the old cube unit moved kind of to the other side of the room. And then behind me is the new cabinet. But now, and this is crooked as all get out, and it, well, you, anyway, what am I trying to say? I have no clue. So I've been rearranging stuff, and things are still not exactly in the spots I think that they need to be, but I'll probably have to rearrange things a few times. And here's my trash can in a different spot once again. So, and here I am. I keep working off camera, don't I? I am so sorry. I haven't even been paying that any attention. And also embossed this panel. And that's another Spellbinders. That card base is bugging me. And that's got to be cut. There, that's straight enough now. And both of those go under the oval. So my sofa was absolutely full of stuff, almost all the way across. I had one little spot to sit on. But I've made a huge dent in that stuff. So now I have one little box and then a pile of papers to go through. Let's see, the thinner one on top, the wider one on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And then I've also got like a big box of junk and a small box of junk that I need to go through. A lot of it's just unfinished stuff. I don't even know what all. But I had to take the table that was in here, I had to take it away. And of course, I had the table just with a whole bunch of junk. Some of his old finished projects. Sorry if my head is in the way. Let me try to put this up here a little more where you all can see it. And then there was a bunches of like paper scraps I hadn't put away. Because I had my big rotary cutter over on that table. And it did stay out. But now I don't really have, I have a spot where I can use it. I just don't have a spot out where it can stay. So it is on the top shelf of the new cabinet. And I also have a Fiskars wire trimmer, you know, with the little blade. And they're in there together. They have a nice little home. This is where I need a weight to put on these things. And there's that card. That's quite lovely. And I am only going to do one of card 15 on camera because cards 15 through 18, they're all the same. Oh, and I had something to put in the middle of there, and I don't know what it was. And I have put this paper away. I was going to put use one of the stickers from this paper. And I don't want to have to drag it out and have one more thing out in here. So I'll finish it off camera, but I did want to show one. Let's see, and I think, yes, it's going to go this way on here. So let's do this here. It's pretty. I need to, yes, that's even. I need to trim this off just a hair though. Let's see. That's going to be a pretty card. And then I'll put a focal image here. Let me do another one, I'll tell you. And these probably should have, probably should have dry embossed these panels too, but I did not. Which is fine. I mean, it's no big deal. I can't remember. Are these all exactly the same? Let's find out. Yeah, they pretty much are. So I'm just going to do these two. I think I told y'all way back when I first started this challenge. That thought went right out of my head. Right out of my head. So I swear I was going to tell y'all something, but I don't know what it is now. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so that's going to be, that's 15, 16. I'll do 17 and 18 off camera. I will do some little focal points, which I actually had here on my desk, but with all my cleaning up and putting away. I don't have a clue what I did with the pieces that I had ready for this card. So I'll try to post photos somewhere. So let me put on my little stopper, put this aside, and I want to show y'all. Oh, I'm going to show y'all some happy mail, but I also want to show you something that I had saved that I found while I was cleaning up and rearranging the craft room here. I found Actually, I found a couple of thank yous. This is a thank you from Kendra Morgan for when I completed Kendra's Card Challenge 2. And I won a mixed media bundle. That was back when I think she was supplying the prizes out of her own pocket back then. And I got a really nice, I still have, I've got the mica powders. I don't even remember what all that came in that little bundle. And then I found this, I didn't save the card for some reason, but also got a thank you for challenge number 3. So those are going, this is a little keepsake book I have. Some of these are just different cards that I like the look of, that I thought I might recreate at some point. Postcard from my older brother who has passed away when he was in the Navy and went through the, I think this is the Suez Canal, maybe. All the stamp, it's all in Greek. He was stationed in Greece back then. So anyway, I found that and thought I would share it. So this week I got this card from a very dear friend, and I met him 8-9 years ago, and he is our instructor when we go to financial training. And just, he is the sweetest man. And I love him to death, and we have become friends. And he is not a card maker. He has made cards a long time ago, but he's not a card maker. But I'll turn this around so y'all can see it, but I can't read this whole thing upside down. It says, friends like you are hard to find. In a lifetime, you get only a few. And when you find them, you always know them by sight and heart alone. And when you find them, you always grow a little bit taller in your soul. And when you find them, you also know that as the years come and as the years go by, you have been blessed just to know them. Thus blessed am I, and thus lucky have I been to know a friend like you. So I get teary-eyed every time I read it. It's a real pretty card, and this is like heat embossed over here on the edge too. Don't know if you can see it shiny. And this thing always wants to adjust the lighting to be like darker. I don't know why. It's like, hello, I have a lot of light in here for a reason. So that's a really special card to me. And this I got from Delise over at Stamper Girl, and I haven't even opened it yet. I think this came yesterday. Yeah, because we didn't get any mail Thursday. Ooh, she put goodies in. And I have something I have been meaning to send her, and I just haven't at the moment. Don't know where it is. That is a pretty card. Hello, Sunshine. Ooh. I love her little stamp. Ooh. She said, I remember you like pastel colors and cute things. When I found these Anna Griffin vellum, I thought of you. Hope you like them and can use them. Oh my goodness. Look at this is patterned vellum, and I don't have any. Look, you're going to have to look at all of these with me. So pretty. Oh, look at that. Hang on a second. Here, let me grab this card base so you can see the pattern on that. How lovely. Oh, there's one of my hairs. That's nice. Okay, let me turn those upside down. Beautiful. These are so pretty. That reminds me of Lemonade and Pink Lemonade. Here's another piece of that. That is gorgeous. These are super. I've got to sit down and make some cards with these. That's like for more of like a young kid, I think. Very cute. Look how vibrant they look, though, on this white. Elizabeth Costa Rogers would like this. It's very green. And then it starts over. And I have another. Wow. What a fabulous gift. I have to put this in. I have some 6x6 envelopes. I will, like clear envelopes, I'm going to put these in because I don't want that vellum to get damaged. Wow. Thank you, Delise. And I got an email maybe Monday. I'm gonna mess that up. I'm trying to put it in an envelope. So I have sent cards before. I may have made a donation before to Creative Kindness, which is part of scrapbook.com. And it used to be Cards for Kindness. And I have donated cards to them. For a $25 donation, you got a kit. I mean, I would have donated $25 if they had asked without, a freebie, but they sent you a little card kit for your donation. So this is it, and it came today. This says, It's stuck to the tissue paper. Oh, this is Crafter's Companion. Oh, this is like a Crafter's Companion club kit. Okay. And it's a thank you with hearts. So it really is great. If you have extra cards, you can go to, I'll try to find the link, to Creative Kindness. I'm just going to have to tear this up. And find out how to donate your cards. Oh my gosh. You know, I don't think they're making these tri-blends anymore, but I like them. I was starting to get a collection of them. They are, and these are the brush ones. These are the aqua pens. These are not the alcohol markers. Wow. I have never tried these before. This is rose red, daffodil, and azure blue. And then this is teal, aquamarine, and lake blue. Then a metallic paint set. Washed a load of towels. My washing machine's in there yammering at me. Ooh. Check this out. So I guess I'll have to do a watercolor panel in another video. There are some beautiful colors. We'll have to see how the pigments are. Then in here, and I love this, a paintbrush. Love this packaging too. So, nice paintbrush. A number 6. And actually, I don't know anything about what their paintbrush numbers mean. That's terrible, but hey. Then next, there are a whole bunch of envelopes in here. I love this bag too. Oh, I guess you could punch these out and put it in a notebook. Maybe they have a notebook for their club kits. Clear stamps. Good Lord, this is a ton of stuff. Thank you stamps. Those are some pretty images. I have a whale of a time. There's a whale tail, there's a koi, a lotus, or water lily. That looks like a moth. Lighthouse. That's a nice stamp set. I don't know how well these will stamp. That feels like silicone. Stencils. Oh wow, there's, I don't know if those are moths or butterflies, hummingbird. Almost looks like mountains or something, some foliage. and trees. Yep, there's the mountains. Oh, y'all cut it out. I have to go over there and break up a fight. Oh, watercolor cardstock here. Oh, nice. These are, ooh, bitty penny. These are 5x7 panels. Very nice. And cardstock. So let's see. Ooh, black cardstock. Decent weight, probably like 65-pound weight. Hey, there you go. And then this book was in there, and it gives you suggested techniques. I was telling you using the metallic watercolors on that black cardstock. So I will read this. And doing your images. And this month 15, so I don't know when that was. This tells you everything that's in it. And they must have binders that you can put these, keep your kits together, because this has 2 holes punched. And this bag has, see, you can punch 2 holes right here. Actually, that's got 3 holes, and then those 2. So I would imagine, yeah, you punch out those 2 ovals to put it in their binder. That is a very nice gift. So, and I'm sure it's probably like a discontinued kit or something. But that is super, super nice. And I will try to put a link to them in the description box. And that's all I have for you today. This is probably not as long as I feel like, but trying to think if I had anything else to tell y'all about what's going on. I was really happy that, so I am a member of, Desiree Cummerly over at Include a Thank You has started a Podia, a membership on the name of the platform is Podia. And she has a free option and she has a paid option. Heck, I can't remember if this is the free or the paid. But anyway, and she has videos and projects on each one. And this is one of our current projects. She's using paper bags to do a paper bag journal. I'm not going to show this whole thing because you need to check out Desiree over there. But anyway, she used like full-size lunch bags, and I didn't have those. And of course, my lunch bags were right here, but I've been cleaning up and rearranging, and I've moved them, and I don't know where they are. So anyway, it's really cool project. I'm nowhere near finished. We're still going to do all the embellishments, and make the, tags, and what am I trying to say? Anyway, all the stuff to put in the journal to decorate it. And I have not even watched that video yet. So anywho, thank you for being here and watching and listening to me ramble one more time. Thank you to everyone who comments, hits the thumbs up, and supports me. I'm just a video making newbie, and I don't have lots of bells and whistles, but hey, you really don't need all the bells and whistles when you're crafting. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.